came here when I was 15 and I knew nothing about slave trade until Jim Slash told me I don't like Africans.
Well, they sold us.
And I went back home and I thought, what's he all about? I'm a black man, he's a black man, and I like him as a DJ.
Yeah.
I want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
He said, I don't like Africans. He said, you sold us. I went back to do my research and started asking questions.
Yeah.
The next time I saw James, I said, I didn't say, my dad never sold you, you know. Honestly. And then we became best friends. He started telling me things.
When the president of Guinea, so the president of Guinea did, he went to America and he bent down to black people and he said, oh, I'm sorry. He's the only African leader who's actually addressed that whole issue.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them just want to avoid it, don't they? Mm-hmm. But most of them are still, because also in colonial times, a lot of them were culpable in still maintaining the status quo for European, after colonization, for Europeans to still dominate Africa economically, and they did very well out of it. So you see the amount of rich African people that there are without really being in control. South Africa's the same thing, isn't it?
I mean, the whole mental slavery is worse when you go back to the Caribbean and to Africa today, more than it is in the West. The fight for equality, the fight for the end of racism happens here more than there. They fight more here.
What I said, exactly the same for the white working class. They've given up. So you think black people in Jamaica are going, oh, black man is in control, he's the prime minister, he's going to help us. But they know that's not going to work. So why do we think it's going to work here? You know who they like? And of course, the elite in Jamaica, you know what they're complaining about? Like the elite in Africa? Chinese. Well, the Chinese are coming in. But you see those poor black people in Jamaica? You know what they're saying? Leave the Chinaman alone. He's the one giving us cheap food and cheap stuff. So don't you be fine. He's the one looking after us, not you. But of course, all the elite here, who are in league with the elite in Africa as well, are saying, oh, the Chinese are exploiting the Africans. Hang on a second. Isn't that what you did? And because they're doing it better than you, and not only are they doing it better than you, they're not going there with a gun and taking over the country and killing people. Yes, you're exploiting them economically, but you want to do the same thing. And they're better at it because they're making things cheaper for them. People. So while the elite are suffering, while the elite are in collusion with the elite in Europe and they're exploiting the Africans, the Chinese are coming and they're going in there and they're saying, well, we're going to make things cheaper for the poor people. And then the elite who own the companies who are now not benefiting and not struggling, but they are benefiting from the Chinese coming in and undercutting them. They're saying, oh, they're coming in here and they're exploiting the people. And the people are going to leave them alone. In Jamaica, they're saying, leave the Chinaman alone. Because the Chinaman is giving us free
leaders
food.
are exploiting the people because they are using
the Chinaman. But the leaders don't have the people don't have a choice. Because when you have a shop and the elite own the shop, you don't have a choice to come and buy from them, do you? You complain about it, but it's like, so when the Chinaman comes to the shop and makes it cheaper, the elite who have the shop that's more expensive say, oh no, it's out of order because he's coming and he's, you know what I mean, he's exploiting us and he's blah blah blah. I said, yeah, he's exploiting them less. And that's what we have to do. Go for the people exploiting us less. And those poor people in Jamaica are going, leave the Chinese man alone. And he's wearing them Chinese Adidas boots that aren't really Adidas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it costs a quarter the price of the real Adidas that the elite are selling.
I always saw train tracks in Nigeria where I never saw a train. But today people are telling me in Nigeria that the trains are moving again. I said, you got trains now in Nigeria? I said, yeah, that's the means of transport. A lot of people use it because the Chinaman comes down and they're building train tracks. And they're
saying, and the elite are going on exploiting them because blah blah blah.